Hi, hello, it is Pip here. It's Monday, it's Moody Monday time. It is 12:30 and I'm coming live from my craft room. It's a bit dark behind me because I've got my lights on so that you can see my hands when I switch over, but I just thought I'd come and say hello um, and just, give you a view of me for a change. Because normally you only see my hands. Now you can only see the sky reflected in my glasses. Anyway, please apologise for the hair. I'm desperate to get my colours back. It's not right. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of pink left and that's it. The rest of it, well, we won't go into that. Okay, so I'm going to turn you around now and flip you over. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see comments or views again, so I'm going to put my other view on as well and see how we go from there. Okay, so please excuse me while I just flip you over so I can see what I'm doing. Hello, now this is the normal view that you normally see. I can see that there are people on, people joining. I'm going to try and see if I can get my... first of all, the thing that we need to talk about is the fact that it is my anniversary today. Yay! So, so I have obviously given Sean his card this morning and everything, so he's seen that. But I thought I would show you my card this morning that I gave to him. So this is the card that I gave him because, as you know, oh, hi Michelle, hi Ange, hi Sheila, hi Sue, hi Linda. Hello, afternoon. So this is the card I gave him. As lots of you know, chocolate is one of my favourite things. So when I saw the new stamp set that's called Nothing's Better Than, which comes with this marvellous die set as well, I thought that had to be for me. So this is the card that I made him, Love You More Than Chocolate. And then all these lovely little chocolates on there. So I thought that was very, he did laugh when he got that today. He said, well, that's good. So... So that was the anniversary card that I gave him today. Today we're going to be working or using Forever Greenery stamps, Forever Fern, the cutting thing. If I can, I'm not sure we're going to do any die cuts today, but we'll see because we do have quite a lot of stuff to go through otherwise. So I just wanted to let you know about this. I'm going to get a nice posh title up here. I just haven't managed to print that out yet. My printer's been playing up for me. But this is the Forever Greenery set of papers. Isn't it gorgeous? And isn't this a nice way of seeing it? So these are all the colours that it coordinates with. So we've got Shaded Spruce, Pretty Peacock, Garden Green, Just Jade, one of our new in colours, Pear Pizzazz, Soft Seafoam and Whisper White. And these are all the different designs that you get. And this is 12 by 12 paper, so it's big square paper. And you buy that in a pack of papers and you get 12 sheets. So that's just a nice way of showing you all the papers that you would get in that. And if you like this, it's a great way of organising your stash. So I can put this now in my little, I keep my stuff in these album folders. These are the really thick, you want the heavy micron folders. So I know that this is called Forever Greenery. I've put my label on the front. And then you can just pop this in the back, like so. And then you always know what you've got, what colours you need, and you can match it up. Thank you, Sue, for saying that. Yes, it was 29 years. Can you imagine? They get less for murder. Sean might feel that he deserves less, but there we go. No, I don't think so. So yes, this is the stamp set and this is the die set that we're going to be looking at today. As I say, I don't think we're going to be playing with this today. I have used this a lot in all of our videos that are going up this week. So later on this week, you'll see some videos on how to use this. And there's more coming next week because I love it so much. I figured I couldn't get through it all in a week. So I'm having to do more. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Brenda. Hi, everyone. So yeah, so that's definitely more coming up this week. I have just thoroughly enjoyed playing with this suite. But for today, I thought I would play with something else that's new that you might not have noticed in the catalogue. So we're always looking for packaging and gift ideas, right? Well, these are the new mini paper pumpkin boxes. Now, if no one's been around, if no one's in the States, which none of us are, well, some of you are, Brenda, you won't know about paper pumpkin, but you're going to know about it soon. So hang on a sec, I'm just going to open this, but it's noisy. I don't want to talk over that. Okay, so in the US, there is a paper pumpkin subscription that you can subscribe to every month, and you get a pack in the box, basically. Oh, hi, Julie. Nice. I just literally got your message just as I was about to go live. So I will answer yesterday, but Saturday went really well. But yes, it was, these little paper pumpkin boxes are like a mini version of what you get for paper pumpkin, and next month we're going to have a paper pumpkin that is available, not next month, the month after, August. We're going to have a Hello Sunshine paper pumpkin kit. Now, we have had paper pumpkin before in the UK. We had a Shelley special which had like birds and the swallows and the feather. It was just beautiful, and sold out really quickly because everybody loved it. And this one, so that one was designed by Shelley. This one's had design input from Sarah Douglas, our CEO, and it's bright, it's cheerful. I've seen a preview of it. It looks amazing. They're actually available now in the US, and they'll be available here in the UK in August. But what they've added this year to the Stampin' Up suite of things that you can use for gift packaging is like a mini paper pumpkin box. So these come in a pack of 10, I think. Is it 10? 10. Pack of 10. So you get 10 of these cute little paper pumpkin boxes. And I thought today we would look at these. Hello, we've got Sheila. Hi, we've got Val. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm very glad you found us. We've got Jane, we've got Nori, we've got, oh yeah, I said Sheila, that's lovely. Hi Sheila, thank you very much for your anniversary wishes. That's lovely. And Jan's on. Oh, everybody's on today. Good. So these boxes are really simple. They kind of go together like my little boxes that I send out in the post. You know, my little pink ones that people are getting when they get my class in a box. So they're quite thick though. You can really feel these are really thick, and they've got this coating inside. If you can see, they're like a plastic coating inside, and they are food safe. So that's nice. Food safe, and also because of that plastic coating, it means that if you put something in there like a cookie or something that's maybe a little greasy, it's not going to soak through the box. So that's brilliant. So you literally fold them all up like that, and then this is the tricky bit. You have to sort of hold the top part up while you fold the side bits down, and then these two little tabs stick into these two little tabs here at the bottom like that. So you just see them sticking out the bottom like so. Do the same at the other side, and then you have yourself a lovely little box. Now over the weekend we had my retreat, and we actually did make a lovely box for note cards, but this is another way that you can make a box for note cards, because this is perfectly sized to fit our lovely little Whisper White note cards in and vanilla note cards in. Isn't that great? So it's a cute little box. Hi Becky, you're having lunch again. Good. We'll get through the stamping in half an hour, and then you can have your lunch and watch tea. So so everybody knows that I love my little Whisper White note cards. I think they're fab. And again, we did some of these at the weekend. Retreat was fun. It was really good. We had 20 of us, 20 plus me on retreat, and we did it all online, and we did lots and lots of crafting, a few laughs. We've got some giveaways, which I've got to do today actually, because I didn't do that yesterday. So I've got to do that today. I was having a really funny day yesterday. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I just sat on the couch most of the day reading my book. It's just dreadful. I never do that really. But there you go. Sometimes I guess it's good. We just sat, me and Sean, he was watching golf and I was reading my book, and it was good fun. It was a nice chill out day together. So that's good sometimes to do that, isn't it? So so yes, I'm going to do 4, I think. I don't know, might do more. How high is the box? Would it be suitable for posting? Yes, I believe it would. So I will just pop this in. Look, that's a very good question, Nori. I'll pop that in like that, and then I'll get out my handy little guide, which you can get. You can download one of these. You can print it off, or you can actually ask them to send you one of these from the post office. So will it go through there? Or is it slightly too big? I think it might be slightly too tall. Yeah, it's just slightly too tall for a large letter, so it would have to go as a small parcel, which is a bit of a shame, because it's going to be a small parcel, not a large letter. But there you go. That's, I guess, because cookies are bigger than a small letter. We do all need some downtime. Yes, Leslie, you're right. So yeah, so I enjoyed my downtime yesterday. So yeah, just a bit too big than to fit into your postage. But you can always hand deliver them to people who are local to you, or you could send it as a small parcel in amongst a bigger box of things. So if you were sending, you know, gifts or an order or something like that, you could pop that in as part of that. So yeah, so there we go. So that's that. And then these are our little note cards. Now sometimes I find my note cards are not scored as deeply as I would normally score them, because I'm a bit of a stickler for scoring, you know me. We like to have things nice and scored. So yeah, Sheila, it probably was exactly what I needed. So these are 3.5 inches. Okay, so don't try and score these in centimeters, because they're designed for US. So it's better if you do them in inches. So luckily our trimmer comes in both, and we can now get the metric measurement for this. So if you've been struggling with this as an inch measurement and you'd like a metric one, we can now order those, so that's good. So take it to 3.5 inches and give it a good old score. Thing is, it's really nice thick cardstock. It's like our what's the word I'm looking for? Thick Whisper white cardstock. So it's that thick, these little note cards, so they're great for doing little cards with. That's all right, Nori, anytime. I am here to help. I like things that are quick and easy. I like things that are helpful to people, you know, and I think these little boxes are great for sending a little card in, or cookies, or, you know, whatever. Oh, and that, I mean, chocolates. You could use this set that I used for Sean's anniversary card. We could definitely use this set, couldn't we? You know, I love you more than chocolate. You could put some chocolates in there and that would be cool. So that's always a good thing. Okay, so now I've done that, now I'm going to fold these, okay, and burnish with my bone folder. Now because they're thick, they do bounce, so just be prepared for them to bounce up again like that. Just find which one is the front. That's the front. And then reopen it if you want to stamp on it and stamp flat. But I prefer to actually not stamp directly onto the note card. I mean, you can, that's a perfectly acceptable thing to do, because they are proper stamping grade Whisper white cardstock, so there's nothing wrong with actually doing that. But if you want to use something like your Stampin' Blends, or you want to tie ribbon around something, then you're going to need to have a topper. So you're going to need to have a top piece. So I cut myself top pieces from our normal Whisper white cardstock. That's the envelopes, not the toppers. Don't stamp on your envelopes bit. And these are 8 centimeters by 12 centimeters, and I do these in centimeters because they fit quite nicely that way round. And see, they just give a little bit of an edge, bit of a white edge all the way around. If you wanted to cover it completely, then I would do it in inches, probably 3.5 by 5. But otherwise you can just do it like that. So I have here with me the stamps, quite a lot of the stamps already on blocks. There we go. I love this eucalyptus one, just lovely. And then I've got some little dotty things and the sentiments. I mean, it comes with loads of stuff. Look at all that. This is a nice one actually. I might try and get that one out as well, because that's a nice. Problem is they're all nice. They are all nice. Now that should just about fit onto that block. There we go. Okay. Oh dear, I'm a bit croaky. Here we go. Drink my cup of tea. And I've got 3 ink pads with me. I'm not utilising all of the colours that are in, you know, Forever Greenery, like we said. So I'm using Shaded Spruce, Pretty Peacock and Just Jade this time. Those are the ones I've got. But what I have got added to that is I've also got my blend Light Old Olive, because my Light Old Olive blend is pretty much Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so that's always a good thing. And I wanted to show you that you can actually use this to stamp and colour. You don't have to just stamp. So this is my Shaded Spruce, and I'm going to come in from here and here. Just going to do 2 stamps. We're going to put a little sentiment there, so the border bit there isn't going to show. I've also got, where did I put my trim? Oh, I've lost my trim. Okay, we'll have to go with linen thread because I've lost my trim. I know where it is, it's it getting ready to go out in my packs for class next weekend. So I've got class on Sunday, so I'm getting all prepped and ready to go out with those. So we can use linen thread, because linen thread is your friend for everything pretty much. So it goes with anything that you like. So here we are, we've done our stamping. Now we're going to get our Pear Pizzazz, no, not our Pear Pizzazz, our light Old Olive marker blends, which kind of comes to a Pear Pizzazz. And that's the good thing, you can just, because they're two colours, a light and a dark, some of them match up with some of our other colours, which I like. Here we go. So I'm just going to add a little bit of Pear Pizzazz, or light Old Olive as it's officially called, into our leaf. Just a little bit. Now, remember what we did when we did our inking techniques back in, when did we do those? That was April, wasn't it? Ooh, that was a long time ago. So remember that this is a dye-based ink, so it works well with blends, but also it can merge just slightly. So just be careful not to go too close to the edges, because it can merge slightly, because it doesn't have that special formula that Memento has that stops it from blending completely. Like Memento just doesn't bleed, whereas sometimes this bleeds, but actually you can use that to your advantage and have it so that the colours merge like with the ink and the blend, which is quite cool. There we go. So I'm just going to keep going with these. And I'm not going to do this on every card, I just wanted to show you that you can use your blends with your ink pads and it gives you a nice result. So you've still got that shaded spruce in there, but now you've just added that extra zhuzh to it, and it coordinates beautifully. So if I put this one next to this, you can see it's not bad, is it? It's a pretty close match, that colour to that. I don't know if you can see that. Let me lift this up. See, they're not bad off. I mean, this is a little lighter than the green in there, but it's not far. It's pretty cool. It's pretty close. So we're just going to keep going with that. Just remember to have something underneath your mat, your cardstock, sorry, while you're colouring in, so that it doesn't go all over your table. Thankfully this table seems to cope pretty well with anything I throw at it, which is quite good. And I got this desk, in case you're wondering, from a UK company called Storage for Crafts. They were at the show, Make It as it was in the old days before it went to Create It, and yeah, they were there at the show, and I fell in love with their desks and their little pull-out units, but I knew I couldn't have one of their foldaways in the dining room. It just wouldn't fit because I have the window right next to me. So so I went for one of their desks instead, and it has like drawers next to it and stuff. It's really cool. Definitely a great investment. It's a really good craft desk because it's nice and flat, you know, no bumps or anything in it. Okay, so there's our little zhuzhy bit. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's so sweet. And then we could just add a few, I'm thinking we should add a few little extra zhuzhy bits. So these are all, I'm going to bring that mat back. This is the little sprinkly stuff. Okay, oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? I'm going to just do that lightly. So we can do it firm, we can do it light, we can sort of add, take away, there we go, add another bit in there, make it so it's not quite so, you know, rigid pattern, make it a little bit more random. No idea what they're supposed to be, but they're quite cute, so we'll go with that. And then we can just pop this straight down onto our card front. Now, because we've done all the colouring, so now it's fine. And this one may run out on me in a minute because I've been using this one a lot, so I don't know how far off we are with this one going. If so, don't panic, I have another. And then literally just pop that down there like that. Now with note cards, you want them quick, you want them simple, you want them easy to do, finish off, bosh, 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 done, and off to the next one. So I'm going to just pop on a little we'll do a little hello. That should cover up that. We'll do that in Pretty Peacock. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Do a little hello. Now, where's my classic? There's my classic. We could either do it in classic, or the other option to cover up a little bit more is this one, but this is quite, it does cover up quite a lot, so I think we're going to go with classic. The other one I've got to play with, which I haven't actually opened yet, is my lovely postage note one. Oh, so excited about that. Cannot wait to play with that one. So we'll do this one and see how we go. I'm just concerned that it might not cover up both elements. We will see. Hi Suzanne, welcome. That's okay. So it's going to go across there, and I'm just going to chop this end off here so that we can align it like that. And then before we put it right down, we'll add a bit of twiny stuff. Now obviously there's the gold trim that I would add, except that I've put it over with my class prep, so I can't add that because it's with my class prep. Okay, so we'll do this one. I don't think I want my ends showing. So to not have your ends showing means that you need to have, the ends need to be where you're going to stick it down, right? So your ends need to attach to your glue dot. So grab your glue dot like so, attach it to your ends, and you can kind of position your linen thread so it's all of it's on the glue dot, if you know what I mean, every single strand. So that works. We know that the hello is going to come across here, so we'll position that there, and then we can pop the hello on top, and we can just move these around as we see fit to do so, so it's a little bit more open. And then with our little mini glue dots, we know roughly where we want our hello to go, so we're going to have one on the outside and a couple on the inside. So these are just really great things because they just fit our punches perfectly, and we don't have to worry about stuff. Now I'm leaving the middle empty, which I know goes against my whole kind of don't leave your middle empty, but it's going to be held by the linen thread there, so that's okay. So we're going to position that just about there. Hope it's straight. Oh yes, not bad. There we go. So now we've got a little bit of texture going on, a little bit of colour texture going on, and our beautiful leaves that have been coloured in our blends. So hopefully you like those. Thank you, Anne. It's nice to see you on here. Oh, you've got no sound. Oh no. Okay, so I can't say, I can't reply to that, but I will reply to you later, and hopefully you'll hear that then. There we go. So yes, so that's our first little card. Now this then will go, so if we get our little envelopes, where's our envelopes gone? Obviously the best thing to do is to then match your envelope with your stamp that you've just used. So we'll just do it with the green. We won't bother with the colouring in, although if you wanted to colour in you can. You just need to protect the inside of your envelope so it doesn't bleed through the envelope with your blend. So we'll do that another day. But if we pop that on there like so, then we can turn it over and pop this on here, and we can just do it just sort of casually at an angle like so. So now we've got the envelope done front and back. Always like to do that front and back. And then this isn't too bouncy then to fit into your card, because sometimes you have things and you're like, oh no, it won't fit in, but this will fit in nicely. Sometimes it's also handy to turn your card the other way when you put it in. That also stops things catching. Hey, hi Rosie. Happy lunch break to you too. So if you put them in this way, then there's nothing for them to catch on. Once you've got them past there, then that's it, and then they come out easily. So that's just another tip on putting things into your note cards. So we've got one of our note cards, and then these fit beautifully in here. Look at that, almost like they were designed for it. Isn't that lovely? But of course we're not going to leave this empty or like uncoloured, so we have to do something for this as well. So I'll do another of the note cards, maybe another couple of note cards, and then we'll decorate the box, because the box definitely needs decorating. Okay, so we've done one on this side. Let's do one on the other side now. I'm going to bring in this beautiful sort of droopy leaf pattern. This is just so lovely. And I'm using Just Jade now, so this is our new in colour, and I'm just going to position this quite low down, just there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these little droopy like leaves, they're just beautiful. And then of course you could go in with another one, so it's second generation, a little bit, looks like it's a little bit behind the other one. That's quite nice. And then what we're going to do is, I've got a couple of bits of designer series paper here, one of which should be the right way round. Where is it? Where's it gone? Here we go. So I've got some that are this way round, and because they've all got the same sort of colours in them, they all coordinate nicely. Now this has got a bit more garden green in it, and I've actually gone straight onto the card here, as you can tell. I haven't actually put my little layer on, because this one I'm just going to go straight across, and I think that will fit beautifully just there. So for this, it's actually easier if you glue onto the card. I know, shock horror, but it is. So we're going to just glue straight across the line where we want it to go, like so. And we know it's only like a couple of centimetres thick, so it doesn't need to be masses and masses of glue. But then we can pop that, which one looks better? No, this side looks better. So we can pop that down, we can choose which side we want best, pop it down on our card front, make sure it's straight, pip, there we go. And then we can just chop that off, like so. How easy is that? Now, it wouldn't be enough if we just did that. So, hi Helen. I'm going to just get my little, oh, I'm jogging you, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to get this out earlier. Get my scrub out. Put my mist on. Oh, now Anne, I know you can't hear me, but we are going to come and drop off your order. So, you'll be getting your mist very shortly. Either tonight or maybe tomorrow night, depending on how shattered Sean is when he gets back from work today. So you'll be getting that. Now I'm going to put on a few more of these little dotty things, but I wanted them in a different colour because I wanted them to match this a little bit more. So we'll put some shaded spruce ones on, I think, for this. So again here, we can just pop these down here, like so. I love the fact that they kind of go round the flowers, like the leaves. There we go. Just to add another colour to it, just to add a bit of interest. And then we'll use the Just Jade again for our sentiment. And this time I think we're going to go for To a Friend That Makes Me Smile, because I love this sentiment. I'm using it a lot at the moment. I need a bit of larger Wistful White cardstock. Here we go. Now I'm going to use a punch for this. I think probably just maybe my 1.5 circle. Let's see. Just pop that on, get my 1.5 out. Let's see, does that work? Should work, I think. Oh yeah, we lose a little bit of the swirly bit, but I'm okay with that. If we get it right there, we get most of it, so I'm okay with that, because that's going to go and sit just sort of there-ish, I think, like so. And again, you could lift it, put it on dimensionals. I'm going to go flat. So Deb says, is garden green a good colour for traditional Christmas cards? Yes, it is. Garden green is probably the most traditional Christmas card colour, or old olive we've used in the past, which is a bit lighter, but I actually really like garden green as a colour for Christmas. It goes really nicely with both cherry cobbler and real red, whereas I feel old olive goes better with real red than it does with, it does go with cherry cobbler, to be fair. But yeah, garden green's a good one. Shaded spruce is also a good one for Christmas, to be honest. But garden green's a little bit more mid-tone, sort of this colour. In fact, did I miss out garden green on here? No, garden green's this one. Here we go. So I don't know if you can see that. So garden green is this one, whereas shaded spruce has got a lot more blue in it. So yeah, garden green's a good one for Christmas. We've had lots and lots of papers and stuff with garden green in. So that's good. Okay, so then on here, this one, we're going to need to do the envelope. See how quick that was? It didn't take a lot, did it? It's just a nice little note just to a friend who makes me smile. And it looks like it's going down, but actually that is pretty bang on straight to that. So I don't know maybe if it's supposed to be up that way, but I put it straight because otherwise my OCD goes a little bit funny. So I just cleaned it off, didn't I, before I've done my envelope? Shocking. Okay. I'm going to need to clean my desk in a second. It's getting just a little bit messy. There we go. And you just... and I've answered your next questions about the red. Yes. Yeah, Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, brilliant Christmas colours. We've done Poppy Parade before as well. But Cherry Cobbler, it's a warm red. It's just lovely. And then Real Red if you want something a little bit more vibrant. Okay. So let's just tidy up a smidge because it's just getting a little bit messy around here. And I need a little bit of clearing up. Not a lot, just a little, just so that I can, because there's a lot of stamps. I have a lot of stamps on my desk at the moment. Need to be able to see a little bit better. Okay, so then the next one that we want to do, this one's just drying off because the envelopes just take a smidge longer just to dry off the ink because they're not as porous as our normal Whisper White cardstock, so bear that in mind. So the next one, clear all that out the way. So the next one I'm going to go back and stamp again. Now we've got these beautiful sort of just frondy leaves, which I really like. And then we've got the eucalyptus, which I love. So the frondy leaves I'm going to do in shaded spruce. And I'm going to lighten them. See you later, Becky. God, that half an hour lunch goes quick, doesn't it? Oof. So we're going to pop those down there. And then I'll lighten them with some blends. And then I'm going to use my Pretty Peacock. In fact, we might darken them with some blends. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock here to do my eucalyptus. Oh, that's quite close, isn't it? There we go. Might go there. Might be off the page. Yeah, should have put down my little thingy. Hold on, get me thingy in. There we go. All right, let's see. See, now this one I feel like it doesn't need any more eucalyptusy Pretty Peacock colour. Can I put another one in there? Oh, do I? Don't I? No, I don't think I do. I'm going to save that for something else. But we can add to our shaded spruce either, oops, some, where are they? Told you I need to tidy up my desk, it's a mess. Either some Pretty Peacock or some jade. So I thought I'd add some, and this is the first time. Oh, you've got your, oh, okay, so Anne's got some sound, yay, brilliant. Okay, so your order is on its way, Anne. we're going to drop it off soon, either tonight or tomorrow night. And Donna says her order's just arrived and includes this set. Yes, you are going to love this set. It's beautiful. So I'm going to try some Just Jade and just see how the Just Jade looks in comparison to the light old olive. Oh, it's much warmer on here, isn't it? So it's much more tone on tone with that with the shaded spruce, which is nice. And it is tone on tone. It is just a lighter tone. You can tell that from the cardstock. Oh, I just went over that line. Don't tell anybody. When it's dry, I'll take it off with my colour lifter. What would we do without our colour lifters? I don't know. I don't really want to know either. Quite happy that they're in my life. Okay, there we go. So that goes across there. That comes across there. Yeah, so it gives a different view, doesn't it? Because that makes that look much stronger than just the stamped version. I like it. We're going to add a sentiment at the bottom here, but I think we're just going to go with a hello again. Which one was that stamped in? Pretty Peacock, that'll work. What did I want to do with that? I can't remember now. There was something I wanted to do with that and I can't remember. Never mind, it'll come. Where's my little piece of paper? There we go. So we'll just, I might just wrap the twine this time actually, that might be nice. So let's add a bit of snail. My order's coming tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'll have the proper seal, which is our new stuff. I'm just using this up for now. You've never used the colour lifter, Sheila? Oh, the colour lifter is fabulous. It literally just lifts anything that you've done wrong, takes it away. It's brilliant. Only for blends, doesn't work for anything else. That's when you need your sand eraser, but it works brilliantly for blends, alcohol markers. So here we go. Make sure that's down there, and then just cut that off there. Okay. So 2 little strips of linen thread. Are they right? Just checking my eyes. Yeah, this side's up a smidge, but it'll do. That's okay. We'll pop that straight onto the card. And that way it doesn't stick to the table or anything else. And you can just put your glue around and along where the twine is. It doesn't do any damage to it. It's not going to hurt it in any way. There we go. Pop that on there. Okay, like so. Straight, Pip. Straight. There we go. That's better. Okay. Nice. Just make sure you hold it down here where the glue is, because obviously you've got the twine and the twine's going to want to make it lift. Oh, hi Alina. Hi Karen. Nice to have you here. We're looking at Forever Greenery, note cards and the lovely little pumpkin boxes. And then I'm going to do my little hello again. Again, Pretty Peacock. There we go. Excellent. Yes, Debbie, I know. It's just because I know I've got astigmatism. It just drives me nuts because I can see it just not quite right. So I always have to get my lines straight. I am a little bit of a stickler for that. I can't bear lines that are not straight. It's one of my pet hates. Did you make the topper or can you get them ready cut? Oh no, you have to cut them, Sheila. So I just cut them 8 by 12. 8 centimetres across, 12 centimetres long. Works a treat. So that way it's our Whisper White cardstock, and then you know that that's good for stamping and it's going to work nicely. So you can either pop it over the top where the linen thread is. Actually, that looks quite nice. I'm still going to chop the end off there a little bit. Just a smidgy. Like so. And then back to my little mini dimensionals. And this time I'm not going to have to worry because I've decided I'm going on top of the linen thread, not across it. I can put them all the way along like that. Straight lines and no soggy middles. Maybe that should be my little like kind of line. Oh, Karen's the same. Must be. Yes, especially swaps. You got to do your best work, haven't you, Karen? You know, it's got to be straight. Oh dear. Right. Okay, and if anyone's wondering what swaps are things that we do as demonstrators, or sometimes we've done them with customers before, but mainly demonstrators, where we all do the same. Like I would do 8 of these, say, and then swap them with 8 other people who'd done 8 of their own designs, so we all end up with different designs. It's great fun, great fun. And in fact there is a team swap going on at the moment, which is good fun, and our lovely Alison is getting all that sorted, organising it all for us. Right, what did I do on that one? Oh, eucalyptus, which I've already stamped and then didn't use, so I might as well use that again, eh? There we go. Now, I'm going to have to ink it up again for this bit. Is this a note card, says Karen? Yes, it is, Karen. We're doing note cards that will fit in the little mini paper pumpkin boxes. Yay! Because who knew? Who knew? So this is the third one. Just going to let that dry off for a minute. So I'm going to have a clean up session. My motto, Sheila, yes, that's right. So we'll pop these here while I clean up so that people who've just joined us can see what we've been doing. Here we go. So there's that one, and there's this one. And we're using all of the lovely colours that are in this beautiful suite here, which I will get a proper topper for. It's just that I haven't managed to print that yet. But I like doing these. They're really good for your organisational stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because you just feel like you know what you're doing. Now, if you don't know the colours off the top of your head, because sometimes you can't know what the colours are. Oh, thanks, Karen. Posted yours out this morning to Alison. Oh, well done, Leslie. That's your swaps gone. Good. But if you don't know what the colours are, you could also write them underneath. There's plenty of room on a piece of Whisper White cardstock. So you could write them either on the buttons, like on here, Soft Sea Foam, Pear Pizzazz, Just Jade, whatever, or you could write them underneath so that you knew what colour cardstock it was that went with it. No, Sheila, I don't think you signed up for the swap, but Alison will be able to tell you for sure. Yeah, you had to sign up by the 10th of June, so it was quite a while ago now. Okay, so those are 3. What's the time? Let's do the box, and then we can always come back and do a final note card if we have time, but let's do the box. And then at least you can see what they look like. So that one goes with that one. Okay. So for the box, we need some of the papers, right? Because we need to cover it. I mean, it's nice, white, but it's prettier if it's covered. Yeah, I think so. So we have so many, obviously we have so many designs to choose from. I mean, we could choose from all of these on here. But I really like this stripy one. And I really like this sort of leafy one. I don't know why. There's a couple there that I really, really love. So I also quite like this. Well, the problem is I quite like all of them. That's the issue. Now stripes are good, but they are wishy-washy stripes, as I call them. So they're kind of wavy stripes. And then that way, if you put it on a box which has got really straight lines, it could make your eyes go a bit funny. So I'm going to not go with that one. Leslie says, where do you find out which colours go with the DSP? In the catalogue. So in the catalogue or on the back of the pack. So on the back of any pack of papers that you get, it gives you the colours. Garden Green, Just Jade, Pear Pizzazz, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, Soft Sea Foam, Whisper White. So on the back of the cardstock when you get it. Now if you get one that's in... if you get one that's like this, which has only got a solid back, this is the World of Good, then you need to make up your own, and then you'll have to either make up your own sticker to put on the back of it, or you make up one of these. But yes, if you go to the catalogue, let's just do that now so that people know, because sometimes people don't know, because it's a big catalogue and there's a lot to find out. But if you go to here, to where the papers are, then you get the pretty picture of the paper, the name, and then listed underneath there's all this. Now this one's going to be a massive one to do, because this one's got Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Rich Raspberry, and Whisper White. I'm going to have dots all over that one for that one when I put that together. So, but yeah, so that's where you can go and find, and it's really useful because then you know immediately what colours are going to work with the papers. So I think I kind of like this one. Now this one's got lines on it too, but these are straighter lines, so this would work, be a bit zizzy, or this would work. I'm kind of going with that side. The other one I really like is this one, which is just the really soft jaded, just jade look. But I feel this, I mean, it's soft sea foam, but it looks quite vanilla. So I don't know how that's going to look next to the Whisper White. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. So we could use either of those really. But I like this one. So I'm going to go with that one. I mean, I like them all. That's the problem, isn't it? It's always the way when you get paper. You like it, you love it, you use it, and then you need more of it. So one is never enough. Now, the question is, do we have enough to actually wrap all the way around our box and make it like a belly band? And the answer is yes, we do. So we could make a belly band that would slide on and off like that, which would hold it closed, or we can just cut the pieces to go on top. And I think I'm just going to cut them, just because that makes it easier to just decorate the front of it. So this, to cut this, you'd need to be like 9.5 by 14. So that's kind of easy. My chair has started squeaking a lot. I don't know why it's squeaking so much at the moment, but it's squeaking a lot. So 9.5 by 14. So if we do the 9.5, no, we need to do the width first, don't we? 14. Otherwise it's going to be, the stripe's going to go the wrong way. So 14 by 9.5. There we go. Now you could just go straight down over the front curve, but I think I'm going to go like this. My catalogue cover I got from my friend Fiona, who got them from the US, and the paper sleeves, you just order LP covers from Amazon. Dead easy. Easy peasy. See, that's quite nice, isn't it? I quite like that. I might think that I might want to have a bit of white showing actually. I might drop that down 0.5 centimetre. So yeah, Lena, they're really useful, and once you bought them, you know, they just keep going. So I'm going to make that 13.5 by 9. I've not done one of these before, so I don't know. It's just, this is how I work. This is how I work things out. Some people might say it's a waste of a little bit of paper, but I think, well, it's only a little bit of a taster, isn't it, really? So let's not worry about that. So that looks nice on there, and then we could do a bit with the little flowery bits. So I might need to get some stuff out that I've already, somewhere I've got some stuff that I have cut but not used actually, so I might just grab some of those. Okay, so let's pop that down. There we go. Now you could add some ribbon, you could add this, that and the other to it. You could add a lot of stuff to it, but whoops, no, straight. But I'm going to go sort of plainish really, because I think it's nice just as it is. It's quite cute, isn't it? And you could obviously cover all of the sides, etc. And there we go. So that's that. And then we'll pop on, let's do that sentiment again, but bigger, like with a bigger label, I think. So we'll do some shaded spruce. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. So I've done a paper share for everybody who asked for a paper share and pre-ordered it. So if you've got my paper share, then I will tell you all the different, how I made this. If you would like to make this, then I will offer it as a class, I think, in July probably. So if you want to buy the if you send me the, I don't know how much I'll do it for, it'll be the price of the paper, putting it together and shipping it back out to you again. So we can do that. And they come with nice headers and stuff. Obviously Rhonda is the one who originally supplied it for me, but she said that I can use it in my business, so that's nice. So I will do that. So if I get enough people who want one for all the different papers, let me know, and then I will sort all that out. So let's see, what have we got here? We've got a jaded. I've been cutting out, you can tell I've been playing. I've been cutting out some of the things from the die set, which I didn't think we were going to get to today, but we might actually. So I've got jade, pretty peacock. Oh, actually the pretty peacock one shows up quite nicely, doesn't it? Or the shaded spruce. That's also quite nice, but I think the peacock shows up better, and I might do a circle behind it. Let's see. How big a circle have I got? let's find out in my amazing little pot of things I have already pre-cut. Oh, I've got some brown. Now that would work nicely, I think, just to add a little touch of... Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Don't you think? I had a little touch of something from a different paper set. So sometimes it's nice to mix papers together. This is from the In Good Taste set. So I can... Sheila, you've got my paper share. You can do this. I'll send you the things on how to do it. You've already got your paper share, so I will send you the stuff, so don't panic. Okay, so that's that. This is from the In Good Taste. This is from the flourishing florals, I think they're called, or something. I can't remember. I had them here a minute ago and I've lost them again. Where's my dies gone? I'll find them. I'll put it up anyway. But yeah, so they're from the matching dies that go with the this set of leaves. Okay, fern. Okay, so that's that. And then I thought I'm going to put this on a bigger... Ding, ding, ding. What should we do? What should we do? Oh, we could do it on that one. Or maybe I should try out my new one. Although that's not circular, so maybe not. So we can either put it on the 1 inch again, or we could just do it on this bigger one. But that might hide the circle too much. Decisions. Maybe... I don't know if it'll fit in Timeless label. I think it might be a little bit big. Forever Flourishing. Thank you, Heather. Hello. How are you? Oh, look, that just works. See, I think it should be that way, but then I think the writing's not straight. I'm going to go with it anyway. What the heck? Yeah, no, Leslie, I haven't sent them out yet, but I'm going to send them out to everyone who got the paper share. So yeah, so you'll get it. So don't panic. Okay, so there we go. So that's on there like that. That fits on there like that. That's kind of coming together okay, I think. Do we think? I think. And then you can get some really tiny little, there's some really tiny little die things in this. Look, really tiny little flourishy things, which I think are just beautiful. So cute. So you can tell I've been madly cutting things out. Here we go. So there's a couple of jade there. That's nice. And a pretty peacock, which we've already kind of got, so we don't really need a pretty peacock again. So yeah, so let's just use the 2 jades. They're cool. There we go. And then I did say LP sleeves, yes, as in old-fashioned records. So there we go, that's that. If you look somewhere in the Royal Stampers and somewhere in Crafty Corner, I've actually put the link somewhere for that, but I can't remember where or when. It was a long time ago. In fact, somewhere in here I've put it as well. So if you search on my page for what was it called? Time tips? Oh, I'm trying to remember now. Tips for time saving or something like that. I did a whole series of Facebook Lives about things to help you save time and tips for organisation and stuff like that. So if you search somewhere along here, there is something about my videos. Those little ones cut in gold are gorgeous. Yes, I haven't got any of those at the moment, but they would be lovely. So I'm going to put my thingy down there like so, and then I'm just going to peel off the back of this because I've been sensible and put my adhesive sheets. Now this shows you that you don't need to put adhesive sheets across all of it. You just need to have adhesive sheets across the bit you want to stick. So if you don't want to stick all of it, don't put it across all of it. It also means that you can get more out of an adhesive sheet because you can just use it for the bits in the middle. So there we go. So that now sticks gorgeously down like that, just where you want it, but has that lift, you know, where you don't want it to be stuck. Then we'll stick on our little green ones, our little jade ones. Now we're going to have to remember where this is going to come. Something like that. So we'll shove one in there, technical term, and then this one I did actually cover all of it. It was in a piece, in a space of something in between something else. So just peel off your stuff like that, and then this one can just come in here like this, like so. There we go. Really quick and easy. I love those adhesive sheets, they're fab. I'm so glad we've got them back again. Okay, so for this one we need one sort of down here. It's going to come there, yeah, and then up here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Deborah. I do try. Some days I'm better than others. Just depends on how well my brain's working today. There we go. So I'll pop that on there like that. That's nice. And then I think we need some bling, don't you? Some bling is required. We haven't had any bling on the other stuff. So what's the oh, my teeth aren't in. You know what I should have done? I should have used one of my little rings before I even put that down. I should have used one of my little rings on here as well. That would have been really cool. But I forgot, so we won't do that. We'll use that another day. But these are the embellishments that come. So they're not useful for sticking on the ends of things. But of course our in colour, Just Jade, comes with its own lovely little enamel dots. So those are perfect. So we can use those. So we just pop one of those off, and we'll pop one of those in the middle there, and we'll pop one of those in the middle there, and that kind of just finishes off that bit there. And I could have added some twine. You know, you can keep going and keep adding, but obviously I'm on a Facebook Live. I don't want to keep you throughout the whole afternoon. Some of you are working, I know that. So that's basically my little box now, and obviously I think I probably would go ahead and cover the sides, and they would be the same width, but they're only like 2.5 centimeters, so you could probably do 2 centimeters deep to get your strips going around there. And then, as I say, inside we've got all our lovely little cards. Should we do another? What do we? Is everybody bored, or do you want to do another one? Because these are fitting in here just lovely. So for those of you who've only just come, these are the cards that we've made so far. I've got another one out. What do we think? More? One more? Problem is I can't see anything. I'll have to wait to catch up because I'm a little bit ahead of you. I think that's the problem. So I need to see if I can see thumbs up going up and stuff like that. No, definitely not. You carry on. Okay. Have you time? I have got some time today. Yes, Leslie, I can do another one today. So that's good. Because I'm in the final stages of cutting and prepping for class for Sunday, and then they're going to go out. And then I've just got to do my blends cutting and whatever thingy-bobby. But I can't send those out till the blends arrive. One more, please make a set. Okay, so 3 isn't a set then, Sheila. In Sheila's head, 3 isn't a set, 4 is a set. I think you're right, actually. I think 4 or 5 actually is a set, really. Okay, so let's see. Well, we've got some of this lovely paper now, haven't we? Because we've been chopping this up as well. So we could add some of this on the inside. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I think they all need to be portrait if you're doing a set. Another must have 4. Okay, so we're all up to 4. And Karen says, my friends are lucky. Oh, thank you. Well, I try. I don't want people to go home feeling like they've missed something, or there was just one more thing that we could have done. So let's try something else. So let's do this. Let's do it vertically. Although the problem with doing it vertically, if you do this on a little card, is you do lose quite a lot of the width. And I can't have one that's turned round and not have all, like, could I? Or maybe I could have one that's turned round. Because that would look nice turned round, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Let's do it. Jodie, hello. Ah, thank you. You're new here. Hello and welcome. We love new people coming and joining in the fun. So I'm going to chop this at 2 centimeters because 2 centimeters is always nice. 1 is a little bit too skinny. 2.5 can sometimes be too big. Okay, and then we need to cut it down to size. So we're going to do it by 12 because I'm going to put it on a little layer. So we'll do that. So where are you from, Jodie? We have people from all around the world. So it's lovely to get to know people. And Val's watching as well. I don't know where Val's from either. So it'd be nice to know where you're from too. Now, where are my little pieces that I've previously chopped up? Here we go. Okay, so now we're doing one this way round. We could have them all kind of coming out like a fan shape, couldn't we? So Sue says 4 as well. Okay, 4 is good. All right, let's pop those over there for a second. So which one have we not used? We've actually used all of them, haven't we? So that's good. But we could do... So this is more... I'm trying to work out which of these leaves it's more like. This sort of shape. I'm not really sure it's like any of them, really. Maybe this one. I kind of like that one going up there and then something else coming on the other side. So let's try this one going up the middle. And definitely these use all the 3 colours that I've got. Shaded Spruce, Just Jade and Pretty Peacock. So we'll do this one. Going straight up. Now that's going to come off the edge. So if you don't want it to come off the edge, like if you don't want it to show underneath where I'm going to put my little strip, then the best way of doing that is to get a post-it note. And you just attach the post-it note to the bottom of where your card is going to go, like so. All right, and then you stamp onto that. So we're going to stamp sort of middle of the card-ish there with this one. Okay. And then we take that off, see, and it leaves that as a nice line. And then we can add that line across here again, like so, roughly. That was it. About like so. Ooh, come on, Pip, make sure it's straightish, ish. There we go. Right, so let's then do. Let's just do a Just Jade in the floppy ones going out the side. There we go. Lisa's new as well. Hello, you're from Marlow. Oh, how nice. Not far from me. I'm in Ashvale, which is near Guildford. So just sort of a little bit away, but not too far away. It's nice to see you on here too. That's fab. Love meeting new people. Oh, and Leonie's joined us from the Netherlands. Hello, Leonie. How are you? Well, Lisa and Jodie and... Oh, Chester in Cheshire. Oh, I have a friend in Chester. She's moved up there. We've been friends for years, but I haven't seen her since she's moved up. But she's been there for ages, and I've been a rubbish friend and not gone up to see her, but she's very nice. She lives up there. Excellent. I love Chester. I've been there once. Beautiful place. There we go. Marlow I know quite well because I obviously travel up the M4 quite a lot. So as we all do around here, trying to avoid the M25, don't we? So there we go. Right, that goes across there like that. Okay, so now we can get rid of that. See, that's nice. And then that's just going to come across here. So we're going to lose a little bit of our foliage that we've stamped, but not too much. Or we could even drop this right down to the bottom because it's going to have an edge around it when we put it on the actual card base. So that's good too. So you could do either really. Yeah, I think right down to the bottom is fine. So we'll do that. And then we've got all our 3 colours. Actually, I might colour a bit first because I am feeling like we need a little bit more colouring going on. So I'm going to switch them around. We did the Just Jade on the... I'm going to we'll put the Just Jade on the Shaded Spruce. And we're just going to add a smidgy of this because I do quite like this light tone. So I might just add a little smidgy in where the darkness is. I love how you can do this and just add as much or as little as you want. Looks a bit weird that one I've done the whole thing, so we'll just have to see how we go with that. Might have to add another deeper one up here or something just to balance it out. We'll see. There we go. It's going right though so far. So far so good. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's okay. Marvellous, like so. Then we'll add a bit of the Old Olive Light. Thank you, Leslie. To the Just Jade this time, and see what that does in terms of colours. Oh, that really brings that up, doesn't it? Look at that. That makes it really light. Which is kind of nice. It doesn't lose the Just Jade, but it adds that zhizhy green to it. And then what we can do is we can use this, the blends. I'm not really doing the blends properly here, as in blending lots of different lights and darks. I'm just adding colour. But then what we can do is we can just add a smidge of the Pretty Peacock. This is the light version, to the ones that we want to be a little bit more prominent, as if they were on top of the other leaves. Do you see what I mean? Just add, so that leaf's coming over the front, this one's coming underneath. Just add a little bit more definition, shall we say, to these ones. Then we can leave it to get lighter at the top, darker behind. There we go. So it's really, really crude in fact of colouring in, but it just adds a little extra bit. There we go. Now see, Heather, I've only just had something that says you've joined, but I know you're there because you've been talking to me. So Facebook is weird sometimes, right? It's just weird. Okay, so we'll pop this on. So this makes my heart sing. I love these things. I put something up earlier this morning to say that I had ferns outside my window, and I really do have ferns outside my window. We have a little, it's a Victorian house, and they put the kitchen on the back, obviously in the 80s, when they finally decided that houses needed kitchens inside, or not as the dining room, should we say. Kitchen on the back, and so I have this narrow kind of passageway that goes like, this is the kitchen and this is the dining room, like so, and then I have this narrow passageway here outside into the garden, and my window is here, so I look down the side of the kitchen and out into the garden this way. And so I said, oh, I really would like some colour or something there. And anyway, so normally I have my tulips and my daffodils in the spring, but Sean said, oh, maybe I'd plant some ferns. I said, well, that's a lovely idea. So I've also had some ferns that have been popping up. In fact, they've been there now for a couple of years, and they grow amazingly well, because half the time it's in shadow because it's down the side of the house, and they're underneath at the bottom of everything else. So they like to, they're quite moist and stuff. So that works out really well. But the rest of the time they're glorious in the sun, and they're just so pretty. And they're smiling at me this morning. Bright greens, just like these greens. Lovely. So I think that's why I was drawn to this set originally, was because of the greens, of the fern-like qualities of them. Okay, so now that's enough about me anyway, waffling on about my plant life outside my window. I've just added a bit of twine. We're just going to do a little bit of a bow, just to add a bit of interest there across that join line. Okay, and then we'll put another sentiment on. We're going to go with a little one again, because the others are slightly large and you'd need to take up most of the so actually this one's okay. You can do this, is quite a nice one as well. That's good. Hello, love and laughter forever after. That's the one I put up earlier. So you can do this in a nice thin line across the bottom of there, but because we're just going to go for, we've just done kind of like a couple of hellos to a friend that makes me smile. I'm not going to fit to a friend that makes me smile in there, so we're going to go hello again. You could use another set, put a happy birthday, do anything you like, but I like it when it all matches. And this time I'm going to stamp it in Just Jade, because we've not done it in Just Jade yet, so we'll do that. Here's my little Amy Bobby. Just get that nice light tapping going. I could probably even just squish it in here, so let's squishy that in here. This time I'm going to put it right in the middle and not chop the end off, so we get the full length of the lovely classic label punch. So just make sure it's central. There we go. A couple of dimensionals again. What have I done with them? Put them away. I should probably just stick this on straight on the back first, but there we go. So for those of you who are new, I don't believe in soggy middles, so I'm not somebody who puts foam pads in like 3 strategically placed places and then leaves the rest gaping. I believe in making sure that things do not sag when they go through the post, they don't get squished. So no soggy bottoms here, apart from my own, but that's a different story. So yeah, so no soggy middles is our mantra on this site. And then we just pop that down sort of in the middle-ish, hopefully. Get off my finger. Get off my finger. Hopefully that's sort of central. No, it needs to come over just a smidgy. Just can't see where I'm going. Oh no, that was... Oh, hang on a minute. This isn't central. Let's have a look. Oh, that's well over now. That's a bit better. And yes, I am a little bit pedantic about things being straight and central, but there you go. That's just me. So, oh dear. Hi, Sarah, from all the way down in sunny, somewhere down Dorset, Devon, somewhere like that. I know you're down there having a whale of a time in the lovely new place. Great sun. Marvellous. Right, so then that is going to go straight on here. Like so. Nice. Make sure that's straight again. There we go. So what should we do for the envelope of that one? Because we've kind of used everything really. What have I not done on an envelope before? That's probably the best way of looking at it. So I've done that one, and that. Oh, I haven't done the frondy one. So the frondy one in Just Jade. Here we go. Just Jade, Just Jade. There we go. This is now on your wish list. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I add things to people's wish list on a daily basis. It is lovely, isn't it? Yeah. It is. It really is. So if you're new here and you're kind of wondering what all this is about, so I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, which means that you can purchase all the stuff that I show through my website, which I'll put the links up after the video has loaded. So if you want anything, let me know, or if you're just interested, then just come along and watch me every week. I'm also on YouTube and I do 2 tutorials every week on various things, and of course this week it's all about this amazing stamp set. So it's all about Forever Fern, the papers and the dies and all that kind of stuff. That's all about this week. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. I think you will. I've enjoyed making the projects with this, as you can probably tell. Oh, you're in Devon. Yeah, I knew it began with a D, and I thought it was Devon, and then I went, no, maybe it's Dorset. The last minute I had that panic moment where I thought I was wrong, but obviously I was probably right. So, always the way. Okay, it must be nice down there though. Mind you, it's not bad here, I have to say. We're okay here. So there we go. Make sure it's not on my hands before I touch my cards. So let that one dry off for a minute. So now we've got this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. All different, but all the same stamp set. Just a few colours, only 3 inks. 3 colours, 3 pretty cards. Ooh, get them around that way. Come on, because we've got to get the box. And the pretty box that it goes in. They're nice, huh? Pretty good. So that is basically it for today. So Flourishing Ferns. So the paper's called Forever Greenery, okay, with these colours. And then the stamp set's called Forever Fern, okay. These are little mini boxes. You can find those. And these are our Whisper White note cards. And then we've just got some linen thread. That's about it really. And a little extra bit from the In Good Taste papers, but nothing much. So there you go. So there's today's Moody Monday Pick You Up, Moody Monday Pick Me Up video for a Monday that hopefully isn't too moody for you. And tonight we've got the Maui Hop going live, so over on my blog you'll have another card up for the Maui Hop. Then, as I say, tomorrow and Wednesday my YouTube videos going on. And then, yes, you need to get on with your work today, Leslie. You can't just sit and watch me all day. Go. And then, thank you, Lisa. That's lovely. So glad you came. And then, obviously, we've got more here next week on next Monday. So there you go. Oh, thanks, JD. That's cool. Thank you, Sheila. I'm so glad that you could join us. Thanks, Donna. Oh, it's nice. I didn't realise you were on. Did I say hello to you earlier? I don't think I said hello to you earlier. You snuck in on me. So yes, so hopefully I will see you here next week on my next Moody Monday Pick Me Up Live. And in the meantime, have a lovely week, everybody. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. So if you like the heat, that's great. And if you're like me and you don't like the heat, because as you can tell, I'm a little bit pasty, you can sit inside and make some more cards. Yay! Alrighty, I will see you next week. Thanks ever so much for watching. You take care now. Bye.